NAR seeks a new trial in the Sitzer Burnett suit. That is right. The National Association of Realtors has filed some additional filings in the latest suit. So let's read and see what's going on here. NAR asked for new trial in latest Sitzer Burnett commission suit filings, courtesy of Housing Wire. So as of today, we have here the trade group joined Defendants, Home Services of America, and Keller Williams in filing motions for judgment as a matter of law and a new trial in its filings. NAR said it supported the arguments laid out in Keller Williams and Home Services filing, but it also filed its own suggestions in support of motions. So at this point, what this is telling us is that the two brokerages that did not settle, unlike the previous brokerages, so you're looking at three defendants in this case, NAR, Home Services of America, and Keller Williams, they have all made additional motions. And this is the motion that we're covering here with the National Association of Realtors, where they're asking for, we'll get down to the end so you see, where NAR has filed motions asking the court to set aside the trial verdict and enter judgment as a matter of law in favor of NAR. So what this is telling us is we're asking for, hey, take that verdict that was rendered within the 2 to 3 hours that the jury deliberated on, throw that aside, which I would very much be happy with, throw that verdict aside and go ahead and enter a judgment as a matter of law in favor of NAR. So essentially throw that out and make your own ruling. Make the ruling in our favor, the National Association of Realtors. That's what the end goal would be. Is it likely? No, it's not very likely, but we can absolutely do that. It's a part of a trial that's part within the right of, again, Home Services of America and Keller Williams and NAR, but at the very least enter a new trial. Now, they go on to substantiate why they're making this motion, so we're going to go ahead and give that the time of day. In regard to its motion for judgment as a matter of law, NAR claims that the plaintiff's case was rife with legal defects and that the trade group's participation rule does not restrain trade in any way, let alone in any way ever recognized as per se anti-competitive. NAR did not agree with the other defendants on anything pertinent to plaintiff's allegations, and plaintiffs made no effort to calculate a legally defensible damages amount. So what this is saying is it didn't add anything really additional to what the other defendants already motioned for. So the other defendants being Home Service of America and Keller Williams. In addition, NAR said that that the plaintiffs failed to present the jury with evidence that NAR conspired with another defendant to ensure the participation rule, which, in my opinion, having read the case and gone through it, that is correct. That is absolutely correct. The plaintiffs failed to do that. In the trade organization's motion for a new trial, it claimed that the previous trial resulted in a miscarriage of judgment through a verdict against the weight of the evidence, and excess damage award, and legal errors at trial. So this is essentially going back and what was already deliberate, what was already argued, what was already presented, and all that fun stuff. Those are already presented in court. So here is just an attempt, which again, it's not necessarily all that likely that this is going to happen, but this is a part of what needs to happen when it comes to lawsuits and things of this matter. This is going through the motions. This is going through the legal process, because we have here, in order to allow the defendants and plaintiffs time to file opposition briefs and responses, a final ruling in the injunction is not expected until May 2024. And the three remaining defendants in the lawsuit, NAR, Keller Williams, and Home Services of America, have all vowed to appeal the verdict. So regardless of what happens here in May 2024, assuming it doesn't get delayed, which it could very well get delayed, there will be an appeal. So this Sitzer Burnett suit is not going away at all. And also, we're having all of these other state lawsuits being started. We have all the other national lawsuits that have began as well the moment that this particular verdict was read out. Those are just starting. So there's a lot of attorneys on both sides getting abundantly wealthy through these times. So don't expect the conversation about commission and how it's going to be handled and compensation and all that fun stuff when it comes to real estate agents to go away. So the best thing that we can do as real estate agents is stay informed for sure, but also continue focusing on what you can control, continue focusing on your lead generation, continue focusing on your scripts and your conversion strategies, and presenting the value that you present to your buyers and sellers. So once all of this legal stuff gets settled out, you're not going to be in a worse position than if you just focus all of your time on the news without really adjusting anything to yourself or making any changes of yourself in order to see success once this is all done, or during, because again, this is going to go on for years and years. For us particular agents, what we need to do is focus on what we can control, as mentioned: lead generation, conversion, and scaling our business. Talk soon.